Guidelines: read before posting, keep questions concise, use paragraphs if you can't handle upsetting replies or the FAQ, don't ask. The last two people I've dated since 2013 have both been the type where, after sex, they just want to be alone and don't want to touch me at all. I really try to respect the boundaries, but I'm also the type bleep ally wants to cuddle and be lovey after sex. It kind of hurts my feelings a bit when they jump up and walk away every time lol, even though I don't think it's anything personal. Can I tell my current partner that I want affection after sex without being selfish and pushing the boundaries? Or should I just deal with it? It's only pushing boundaries if you insist after meeting resistance. Maybe I'm misreading, but it sounds like you haven't even communicated your desire to any of these people. I haven't communicated directly verbally because I don't want to pressure anybody into something they don't like. It's kind of a situation where before sex we can cuddle and stuff, but afterwards they push me off and actively walk away. I say this with love, and as a fellow bleep, you need to grow some balls. Simply expressing that you'd like something isn't the same as pressuring someone. Most people are perfectly comfortable considering their options and making the decision that best suits themselves. If you trust these people enough to sleep with them, you need to trust them enough to let them in on how you're feeling. Communication is really important. Being mutually fulfilled is really important. By refusing to have these conversations, you're denying your partners the opportunity to better connect with you. You seem like someone who's very concerned with others' well-being, so I'm sure if there were an innocuous thing you could do to please a partner, you'd be happy to, right? You wouldn't want them sitting there silently sad that you can't read their mind. Well, they can't read your mind either. Okay, that's a good way to put it. Thanks. I dated a girl that would always get weird after sex. Turns out she had a long history of sexual abuse. So maybe just talk to them about it. Why women like bad boys? How do you forget someone? Just pretend that you never have met. In all seriousness, quote, distraction, seeking out new experiences, allowing yourself to truly grieve without anger or frustration over not being over it already or whatever. Time, bleeping, work on having a realistic image of them. About the last point, a lot of people go overdrive and try to only remind themselves of the bleep type things their ex-crush did. That doesn't quite work because unless those bleep type things are truly unforgivable, you can only focus so long on someone's annoying quirks before you remember something sweet and go, WTF, this is way more important than the negative stuff. I should forgive them for everything if they show interest anyway, etc. Or you make yourself angry thinking of stuff, and that is counterproductive too. Remember, the opposite of love is indifference, not hate. Anger can even be an emotional investment in cases. Try to couple your thoughts, so that if you catch yourself going, it's so sweet that they did this, you enjoy it for a moment and then kindly but firmly tell yourself, yeah, but it always had to be on the terms, remember. Good and bad. They were a nice enough person, but there's more nice people. You were compatible in some ways, not in other ways. If you can truly, to yourself, wish them the best and forgive them for any misgivings or shortcomings, that's bleep so help a lot. Thanks. This is why I keep coming back here. You're welcome, Anon, you can do it. We've all been there. Quote, get asked out at work, don't like looks of girl, thought she was taken anyway, she chased me hard, then must have had some sort of breakdown, acts bleeping disrespectful at work to me now bleep this, I'd rather continue to be no GFANY precautions I should be taking. The managers don't dislike me at the very least, and I made sure to report it first. Never be alone with her, since you already reported it. If your managers aren't brain dead, they'll try to make sure you don't have much crossover with her. The bleep is just trying to stir up drama, trying to get over you by needling you to do something that would make you unsuitable. Don't take the bait. Be stoic, be manly, be strong. Don't ever be alone with her. Make sure there's always witnesses in the room. Richannon here. I saw in the archived thread a few people wanted an update, quote, went really well, wanted movie and smoked weed. I did okay kissing and making out, she was helpful training me but it was easy once I figured out what she liked. Later on got more heated and she started grinding on me, felt really good but OF bleep I am not getting hard. PNG. She couldn't get me hard for sex, skeptical smiley face. Later that night she got me hard and gave me a BJ. I masturbated her to orgasm. We cuddled for the entire night. I left her at my place this morning, had to go to work and bummed my D-bleep didn't work for sex. Not so much that I'm in a rush, but worried there is something wrong with it. I am nervous, is that it? I did fap that morning, maybe that compounded the problem. I'm seeing her again on Wednesday so won't fap until then. I was also tired and have been struggling with a stomach thing, not contagious, that makes it hard for me to eat. Any tips, friends? Watched movie *. Another question too. When I didn't get hard she was a bit worried I wasn't attracted to her, which is not the case. How do I convince her that isn't the case if it happens again? Happened to me because of nerves before. Tell her it's all new and you like her a lot and that made you nervous. Like I said in previous thread, meditation helped me get out of my head and turn down nerves. WA bleep I can try better. I was also tired and hungry. Yes, second try was better. Pro tip, caffeine is a vasodilator SP and opens your blood vessels. Quote, basically, it's good to know what you want but don't hyper-focus on this idea but then you starting noticing everything you don't like about her and have to break up. How is that a good idea? I'll try to get some sleep tonight and then try again tomorrow when I see her. I can fap more tar and bleep per day, but honestly I rarely do so that might be been part of it. Quote, I'll try to get some sleep tonight and then try again tomorrow when I see her. Be at your best. Relax, sleep properly, eat properly as possible. I can fap more tar and bleep per day, but honestly I rarely do so that might be been part of it. I still think that's unlikely. The other things that I pointed on the post that you quoted are more important. You were able to get hard, get a BJ and C bleep, weren't you? Yeah, she was watching for when I'd get hard and then when she found it she went for it. Hopefully tonight I sleep. Not much else I can do about the stomach nutrition. I didn't care before but now I kind of do. Reading up on this astrology s bleep is kind of interesting. Why the hate with Scorpios? She was AF bleep in Taurus. Taurus and Scorpio are not an easy combination according to astrology. They are opposites, which is not even the worst angle honestly. It's more of a you'll feel very drawn to each other or repelled. Both can happen, but also very mystified by what moves the other person. Also, in general, Scorpios are supposedly these intense, hypersexual people. This is a pretty flat description, but for people who casually read about astrology now and then it's what they all know. Scorpio is intense, up for anything, vengeful, secretive. In general, if you want real astrology you have to look at your entire birth chart and not just your sun sign. She's being a pleb anyway. And it is also just possible that this is her own conclusion after noticing she does not typically get along with Scorpios or something like that. Again though, don't take it too seriously, it's really just a thing to PA bleep time with like the Myers-Briggs or whatever else. Quote, but then you starting noticing everything you don't like about her and have to break up. That's a possibility, but every relationship can break up, that's part of the game. And I think many people have the experience that they thought they cared a lot about certain things, or hated certain things, until they met someone that made him see things in a different light. There's also a big difference about compromising on values, future goals, integrity, honesty, etc., and having it set in your mind that you need a gamer girlfriend, or someone with the exact same humor. Besides, this is just a hypothetical person. In a real scenario they won't just not meet every single point, they will also bring things to the table you might never realized you enjoyed so much. Girls, have you ever cheated? Why did you cheat? Alternatively, have you ever been cheated on? What did you do about it? Men and women, describe your ideal type, then your ideal self, and how that differs from you now. Ideal type, quote, loyal, skinny, virgin, reserved but opens up for the person she loves, wants a simple lifestyle, wants to get married and have kids, romantic, more affectionate than sexual, I want to just be able to hold her for hours, bonus points for common interests like painting, ideal me, virgin, very fit, loyal, socially capable, skillful in many things, make enough money to semi-retire early, be happily married to the girl above until I die, current me, same as my ideal except not married or social. I could also bridge more fit, I want to be the best I can be while still accepting myself to have my ideal partner. Quote, I want to be the best I can be while still accepting myself to have my ideal partner. This is key right here. F bleep off, you already shat up the last thread. I know this is a boring answer, but I don't have an ideal type. Not physically, at least. I love men with red hair, I love dark-haired men, and I love the way golden peach fuzz looks on a body. I love slender boys, fat men, older than me, younger than me. Relationships could be problematic, strictly talking about attraction here. You name it. Hell, I have met some pretty f-bleeping sexy women as well. The only common denominator most of the men I like share is that I'm really into guys with a relaxed, kind vibe, attitude, also often soft-spoken, valuing being open-minded over intense opinions, liking harmony. But physically, no. As for attraction in personality, apart from this, I'm a sucker for getting teased nicely, and I need to be able to talk freely and personally with someone for real attraction. I guess my ideal self would be a little lighter, trimmer, like 5–10 pounds less. I f-bleeping love curls or just thick wavy hair, but mine is sleek and straight, so that. I also really admire people with great diligence. I get my s-bleep done, but it would definitely be nice to never waste energy on last-minute stressing. I'm 26 now though, and can't say I have really active fantasies about being different, as it's already so much better than being younger. I had a size 4 at 5'9" until 24 or so, but I bleepo much meaner about my body and carried around so much more shame back then that I can't say I think of that wistfully. I would love to actually get a new language down though. I like myself now. My ideal is like me with similar interests, same disposition, maybe a little braver or open emotionally, and dark hair and eyes. Ideal type, quote, slim, slender, toned tummy drives me crazy. Flat is nice, but I wouldn't turn away a girl with bigger boobs. It's just that smaller goes with a toned tummy more often, so I've come to like it. Natural chest, I'm not interested in changing that, either up or down. Simple hairstyle, natural color, maybe dyed blonde but not unnatural colors, and not someone who dyes her hair to suit her mood. Height isn't important to me. A tall girl is fine, even if she's taller than me. Must be comfortable in her body, even if there are improvements she wants to make. Mentally stable, even if a bit neurotic. No tats, n-bleepod mods. Standard pierced ears is fine. Educated or seeking an education. Prefers quiet to excitement, even if she's extroverted. Craft up politically, leans conservative but not red-pilled. Sexual experience is a plus but not strictly necessary. No significant history of serial one-night stands or deviant sexual behavior. No kids, but interested in having 'em. Likes dogs. Will take my family name upon marriage. Doesn't need to travel constantly. My ideal self, smiley face, in good shape, gainfully employed in a litigation position on the partner track, confident in my professional skills, published author, in fiction or non-fiction, homeowner, the more pleasure reading my current self, smiley face, in bad shape, unemployed, still not really over my first exposure to litigation, aspiring author, staying with family, don't read as much as I want to, average height, curly hair, non-virgin, many productive hobbies, including cooking. What should my opener be on a girl who I matched with on Tinder and she has n-bleep bio? We went to the same school, so I don't know if she remembers me, but I feel like it would be better to ask, hey, I'm the guy you made eye contact with a few times at school, do you remember me? Help. Bump. She was 1 year below me, by the way. I'd just take the plunge and tell her you remember her. It's kind of a unique selling point. She already has an idea of who you are, and you are less likely to be peaked to bleep OME random thirsty guy. Besides, when people age, it becomes more significant that you used to go to school together. I've had more than one person enthusiastically talk to me for 10 minutes and so nice to run into me and yada yada, without even acknowledging we did not get along or never exchanged more than a word or so. She won't think you're some sort of weirdo stalker for remembering you used to school together. Don't worry.